Alright, gonna do a quick tutorial on how to change out an inner tube on a bike tire. Kid's tire went flat and he's been begging me to fix it since then, so I'll show you how to do that real quick. Alright, first it would be a bad idea to get the tire off. You just need some sockets. You probably don't need this big of a set. I use metric for a lot of stuff because I work on cars, so 15 worked great with a ratchet here. You'll just take off the nut on this side and that side. Alright, with both nuts off, there are little keeper washers here. Take that out. And all you gotta do is lift this up and the tire will come out. Alright, next you'll need to remove the old inner tube from here. Easiest way, screwdriver. If you have a pretty thin flat pry bar, you can put it in one end and pry up and then slip another end on another end and lift up, or you can run it all the way around the edge and it'll separate part of the tire. With it separated, you can now pull out the old inner tube. You don't even need to take the whole tire off like they tell you to in some of these tutorials. Just pull this out and we'll reinsert a new one here in a minute. Don't forget to pop out the valve stem like I'm trying to yank on it. Alright, next make sure you get the right size inner tube. Usually it's stamped on the side of your tires. Alright, next just lightly inflate it to help get it in the tire. Alright, once inflated some, find your valve stem hole so you can slip it in there first and then press it into the existing outer tire, and then you should be good to slip that groove back down the rim and start inflating the inner tube the rest of the way. Alright, with the inner tube inserted, you can start pressing down the edges again, just like that, so that the bead or the seam goes right back under the rim, or your inner tube is going to pop out and this wheel will just fall right off. Alright, with that done, hook up your tire inflator and air it up to the suggested PSI, which should be stamped on the tire as well. Looks like this one says inflate to 35. Alright, now that it's inflated, slip it back onto the bike and get your hardware put back on. Don't forget your washers with the lock tab, and then tighten back down your nuts pretty evenly and snug on both sides. And that's how you put a new inner tube in a bike tire so you can get going again.